What's up, guys? It's me, James from James Reptiles. First off, if anyone is watching this, I took a leave of absence, not by choice. I dropped my phone. I had to go through an insurance company. It took like 4 days to ship it, so I haven't posted anything in 4 days. I haven't been on social media in 4 days. Haven't done anything in 4 days. Really boring 4 days, honestly. I have Cletus out with me. If you know me at all, or if you know, there's another elephant in the room. Obviously, I cut my hair. I have been growing my hair out 2.5, 3 years to donate. So I donate it to Wigs for Kids, and it's short. My girlfriend cut it. She did you band it all up and then you cut it, and then she cut my hair a little bit more, styled it, you know, that kind of thing. You know, she's into that. Today's video, I figure we'll check on eggs and check on some geckos and see what else is going on in the reptile room. Talk about some more plans at the end. Alright, so right here is my incubator. Currently sitting at 90 because it's a freaking hot day and it doesn't keep temperatures very well. Hopefully it does better next year. But here are two Bella albino leopard geckos produced by my buddy Trent. He doesn't have an incubator. Well, he didn't, but he does now. So those are the last eggs for the season from him. I'm going to unplug the incubator real quick on this ledge over here. These are two crested gecko eggs. In a previous video, I collected 3. 1 went bad. This one's obviously bad too, so I'm going to take that out and throw it away. And of course, spill substrate everywhere. And let's show you the parents real quick. You can see me in the reflection there. In this slightly dirty enclosure, I do go through and clean the glass every once in a while. But we have the parents, which is a trio. Here's the dad right here. This is, whoops. Come on, let go underneath. There we go. This is the dad, Skipper. He's a very nice male. He was actually given to me originally. I don't think I'll ever sell him just because he's super nice. He's super light, and I enjoy him a lot as a pet and as a breeder. But let me get out. Here's one of the females. This is Olga. Of course, she's just named that because she's not the prettiest one in there. And then there's one more in here somewhere. There she is. Ugh. This is Bella. She's the nicer female of the two. Nice and chunky, this one. I like to take my geckos out every once in a while and just do a general health inspection. She's definitely got some chunks under her chin. You know she's been eating well. I've been definitely feeding them real well. They're not fat like I see some of them on Instagram, the real fat ones. And hopefully they don't get like that. I mean, it is cute, but at the end of the day, I wouldn't want any of my animals to look like that because it is unhealthy. Now, without cutting frame, this is the other second Exoterra I set up recently for Paradise and Cletus. And you can see the big wood structure in the middle. You can see Cletus right there. This big wood structure is the same one I have in the other tank that was gifted to me. I just went out and bought it. It wasn't too expensive. I want to say it was like 30 bucks, which, you know, but it's a nice centerpiece. I think the only thing I wish is it was maybe like a couple inches taller, but it takes up a good centerpiece and gives a nice branch, so if they want to climb across instead of jumping without going to the bottom, that's perfectly fine. Now, during that time period, I didn't have my phone. A lot happened. Obviously, I cut my hair. I dropped it Saturday morning. Sunday morning, Vietnamese blue beauty snakes pipped and they started hatching out. As soon as I got it working last night, which was Tuesday night, I was super excited and at the same time super bummed because I missed it exactly when it happened, which isn't a big deal, but at the same time it is, and I'll explain. Basically, I have the guy I set on Facebook following and, you know, have his stuff show up first, so I knew as soon as it happened. the way he explained it is a bunch of people are throwing money his way, and everyone wanted them. No one seemed interested at first, but when they started hatching, everyone's like, "Oh yeah, I want those." Vietnamese blue beauty snakes are very hard to come by. They're not super expensive snakes. I mean, 175 plus shipping, and shipping over here was $70. So, $250 for a snake shipped. It was all right. I would, of course, he had a lot of people throwing money his way, like he said, before they had even had their first meal, and he wasn't shipping them out for a while. So I was like, I didn't want to pay $250 right now, and I don't really have that kind of cash sitting around because I did have to pay for a new phone, and just to wait a month and a half for my snake, and I wouldn't get the pick of the litter. And that's one of the big things when you're breeding reptiles, is you kind of want the pick of the litter, especially if you're breeding. You want the best of the best. It's really hard to sell random animals out of litter, but if you get the best of the best and you breed those and make the best of the best, those sell. And that's kind of my philosophy right now, is I want high-end animals like the lily white, and I want the best of the best. Now obviously I can't afford the best of the best lily white, but I did what I did, I have it, and it'll bring a little bit of income for my future with the geckos. So it's kind of up in the air what I'm gonna buy next. Whether it's a rack or whether it's a snake. If it ends up being a snake, I probably want to buy an adult. Or if it's not a snake, it'll end up being something blue, just for the whole blue zoo, whatever kind of thing I got going on in my head. But there's a chance it'll end up being a rack, just because I'm going to be breeding a lot more fat tails this year. I'm definitely going to need a rack, and that would definitely help out. But there's no saying. I could end up buying a snake and then buying a rack later down the road. That's kind of it for today. Not a ton happened while I didn't have a phone. I would have made videos, I would have made something happen, whatever. But that's kind of it. I don't know if there will be a video tomorrow. If there is, it'll be short. It'll probably just be me talking, because I work both my jobs and there's less of a gap than there is today. So we'll see you there. But I'm James from James' Reptiles. Like, comment, subscribe. Find me on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, jamesjeptiles@gmail.com, and have a good one.